skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2024 ski test. We got an updated Salomon Stance 90 for you today, and this ski just kind of takes what it has been, takes that shape, that profile, and just kind of lightens the load a little bit from a construction standpoint. Really, the only differences are in the build as well as the top sheet, but the footprint stays the same, and that's great news for skiers who really like this highly versatile shape of the Stance 90 in the past. Maybe if you felt like it was a little bit too stiff or a little bit too heavy, this new construction will kind of spur you in the right direction. At the top end, it kind of drops it down just a tiny notch in terms of that high-end carving performance and stability. But overall, I think that these updates are warranted and opens up the accessibility and approachability for more skiers. I think that the older version might have just been a touch on the heavy and demanding side and just kind of kept some skiers that would have liked it away from it. Now with this new build, I think that opens up those doors and windows to more of that advanced skier who's looking for something with good agility that's not terribly heavy or overly demanding. So that's kind of where this new build comes in handy. Whereas the old version was a full poplar wood core, this one blends poplar and caruba. So that caruba lightens the load, makes the ski a little bit easier to turn. And then we do get two sheets of metal. This twin frame 2 concept is new this year. So we've always had the twin frame with these window cutouts in the tips and tails. Where there was metal, now they've used a blend of carbon and basalt and stringers. So that adds energy and pop to the ski, both in the initiation phase as well as the rebound. Really great energy coming out of the ski because of those windows. If that was just full metal without those additional materials, wouldn't be quite as lively. So Salomon does a great job at addressing those issues. And then one of the other new things here is we get these metal cutouts. So in between the window and the edge, there's a slit milled out in the forebody of the ski on either side, and that allows for greater articulation of the ski, makes it a little bit smoother, especially in choppier snow, and makes it more, it decreases the torsional stiffness, basically allows the ski to twist easier, which allows skiers to get up on a higher edge angle with greater ease. So that's the new twist on that upper metal laminate. Kind of seems like it was borrowed from Armada's articulated Titanal banding. If you think about a declivity 92 and how they have slits in here and then fill it with elastomer material, that's kind of what Salomon's going for here, just kind of making the ski a little bit easier to get up on a higher edge angle, increasing that approachability, which I think is a good thing. This is the 182. We're at a 19-meter turn radius, so a little bit on the long side. I think that's great for an all-mountain ski. It allows the skier to dictate the shape and duration of the turn a little bit easier. You can make those nice short swing skidded turns, as well as a longer, more drawn-out carve, as well as anything in between. Skis with that shorter turn radius are a little bit harder to let run. So that kind of puts more responsibility on the skier in terms of how they're going to use it and where. So even in like bumps and trees, I like a ski with a slightly longer turn radius. That way you're able to manipulate it into shorter, more Z-shaped turns. It's not pulling you in. It allows you to do more of the turning and the driving. And then in terms of profile, this is a pretty pure all-mountain ski. Really built to mix on and off trail skiing. Nice positive camber underfoot. Nothing dramatic in terms of taper or rocker. If anything, the taper is non-dramatic, and that leads to that slightly longer turn shape because the widest part of the ski is not brought in as much as we see on like a QST or something like that. And then the rocker is appropriate for all mountain skiing. It's enough to help with flotation, the smoothness of initiation and completion, but it's not too much that takes away from that underfoot camber and the energy and the grip that produces. So really well-rounded option here for skiers that are looking to, really mix terrain and snow conditions. Not terribly heavy for a ski with 2 sheets of metal. This is the 182. We're on the scale here at 1,848 grams. So like anything that's supposed to do a lot of things well in the middle, the weight falls into that category as well. So it's heavy enough to be stable, but light enough to be agile. Again, trying to hit everything right in the middle with this Stance 90. Make sure you check this thing out here at skiessentials.com, and we will see you out there on the hill. Bye.